journey. Stop and picture a senior from Madeira. This is personal. Stanford and Duke are not that different. Both schools offer challenging education, similar diversity, and comparable costs. But the small differences do matter, and that is where Stanford rises above Duke. Pat is one of our own Madeira Mustangs. We need to send him to Stanford, the school that will feed his soul. Leaders are not just born, they are made at Stanford. There are exceptional opportunities to lead in student government, academics, student life, and community service. Pat will develop his ability to lead and serve, and these skills will easily translate to the real world. Service learning experiences at Stanford are abundant, and this will feed Pat's soul. In fact, Pat's is a whole center at Stanford devoted to charity. Forbes says Stanford has an environment where students are encouraged to think big and make a difference. This is a ringing endorsement from a world-recognized magazine. It feels like Stanford created this environment just to feed Pat's soul. Pat will be challenged academically while he plays and works hard. All Stanford undergraduate majors are ranked in the top 10. Pat will be challenged. He also wants to play hard, and there's no better playground than the West Coast. Diverse music and arts, sporting events, and over 600 clubs on campus. Also, he can explore cool, hip San Francisco. Only 37 miles away, the Bing Overseas Studies program will allow Pat to study in any one of these diverse locations: Australia, Beijing, Berlin, Barcelona, Paris, and Oxford, and 7 others. With Stanford, the world is Pat's playground. Also, Duke has made a big point about the Cameron crazies. That is a small, irrelevant detail, and they should be more worried about their leadership programs and diversity. Duke is using smoke and mirrors, talking about Lemur Center, but come on, does Pat even have any interest in animals? Yeah, that's what I thought. Also, Stanford has a fun community service program. Yeah, I use Stanford and fun in the same sentence. And why did Duke bring up the distance from Madeira to Stanford and Duke? That's completely irrelevant. He doesn't want to be close to his family or have them visit. It does not say in the bio anywhere. This debate will come down to the most subtle points. Danny Thomas said, "Success has nothing to do with what you gain in life or accomplish for yourself. It is what you do for others." Send Pat to Stanford. Feed his soul. If we're lucky, Pat will make his Stanford education, come back to Madeira, and make a difference in our own backyard. Even though this decision comes down to the smallest details, sending Pat to Stanford will make the biggest difference. Thank you.